The Baltimore Ravens have traded for one of the best linebackers in the NFL. That is Roquan Smith. And today we're going to break down his tape. Let's jump right into it. Roquan does a great job reading and filling. Oftentimes he lets his natural abilities take over. This is a great example of just that. You see the right guard pulling here. You got a couple of down blocks, a couple of seal blocks. And look at how fast Roquan gets out of there. Tyler Biadasz, the center for the Dallas Cowboys, has to get up and climb and get to the inside here of Roquan. And Smith does an absolute fantastic job reading the front side pull by the right guard, reading exactly the angle that number 63 is coming at him. He fills his gap, and he does just a fantastic job. In fact, the running back sees number 58 standing right in the gap, and he's going to try bending this, but Roquan ultimately blows the play up. That's a really nice job, but this isn't anything new. Roquan Smith has been an absolute stud this entire year, and over the past couple of years, he's been really, really good, especially against the run. Number 2 in tackles over the past 5 years. And the way he reads and reacts is just top tier. He does a great job on this play, reading the down block here by right guard Ed Ingram. He's going to do a nice job seeing it right there. There's the down block. And he knows that when an offensive lineman down blocks, it's because the running back is towards that side. And Roquan's going to do a great job reading. He's going to mirror the running back. He's going to fill his lane. And ultimately, he doesn't overrun. He just knows exactly where to be. And he blows this play up right here. This is a really, really nice job to not allow the running back to pick up any yards. The way Roquan Smith reads, reacts, and is able to fill his gap is absolutely top tier. And here's another example of that. He's going to read the offensive line, and he's going to jump the gap, and the running back goes down for a loss of 2 yards. When you really watch this in slow motion, just the way he's able to process, just the way he's able to read and recognize. And as you guys see the play begin here, you're going to see that the right guard is going to pull to the left, and you're going to see the fullback also goes to the left, and Pierce is coming on this counter play, and Roquan just does a hell of a job reading that, right? Reading the line, reading the flow, right? His natural instincts just kick in, and he overtakes and jumps the gap and blows a play up. Like, this is fantastic readability. You know, Roquan Smith is a top 5 linebacker in the NFL. And it's crazy because I don't think people agree with that narrative. And maybe it's because the Bears haven't had a lot of success. But I think as he gets with the Ravens and he starts making these impactful, game-changing plays, not even just against the run, right? We're starting with run plays first. But do know we're going to get into some of his pass defense, some of his pass coverage, and some of the things he does in that aspect of his game as well. But of course, before we really get into the past stuff, I want to talk about these different plays that Smith is making. You got a 3rd and 1 here, and you have an inside zone to the left of your screen. And watch Smith read it, jump the gap, and blow this play up for a loss of 3 yards. On this play, Smith is going to read the backside tackle. As the tackle starts taking that angle towards Smith, Smith jumps the gap. And that tackle has literally no shot of blocking Roquan. He's so quick, he's so explosive, he's so powerful. And just look at the first step, right? He's coming downhill, he's going to shoot the gap, and that tackle is not going to be able to get to Smith. It's just not possible on this. Smith does a fantastic job jumping the gap. And as a running back, the last thing you want to see when you're getting the ball is the guy already in the backfield. And Smith has done this a number of times. This was 3rd and 1 right here. You lose 3 yards, and you basically force the opposing team to kick a field goal. Here's another play. Roquan Smith does a great job reading the offensive line. He's going to stay patient. He's going to fill his gap, and he's going to just play fundamental football. And he helps make the play for only a 1-yard gain on this play. It's a really nice job by Roquan to read the line, read the inside zone split that's happening in front of him, and just sit in a gap and blow the play up. It's a really nice job right there. Check out this next play. Once again, Roquan Smith's going to do a great job reading, reacting, and blowing this play up. This is what he's going to bring to the Ravens, play in and play out. A guy that's just a natural flower to the football. The way he reads and the way he makes this play is just very natural, right? Not a lot of linebackers can do these types of things, but Roquan does, right? He sees the center, he sees the guard, he sees the tackle, he sees the running back. All go to the right of your screen. He quickly reads that, he quickly processes it, and he finds the gap, right? He finds the gap that's open, and he ultimately gets to the running back. It's a really nice job right there. I truly do believe the way Roquan Smith reads and he fills his gap is absolutely top tier. Here's another example of that. He's going to do a great job reading this play. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to make sure the running back cannot hit the outside. He absolutely forces the running back to bend this back to the inside. But more than that, he still makes the play. he still wraps up the running back and brings him down for only a gain of 1 yard. You know, one of the things teams like to do with talented linebackers is they like to have those guys be the outside seal, right? They'll have these defensive linemen spill to the inside. They'll have all of them really shut down the inside gaps. As you're going to see on this play, the defensive line spills to the inside, and Roquan's the outside containment. He does a great job shutting the outside down, forcing the running back to cut it back inside. But more than that, he's able to still make the play. That's right there is truly elite. Now, in my opinion, the one thing that makes Roquan Smith an elite linebacker is how he moves in space, how he avoids blockers, right? How he reads, how he reacts. This is a great job by him reading and avoiding the center who is double teaming with the right guard, and he doesn't make the play. But as the center and right guard double team the defensive tackle, and the center is trying to get up to Roquan, the linebacker does a great job moving and avoiding that. Like, he does not allow the center to block him on this play. And this is exactly how he wins so many different reps, right? He avoids the center right there. And again, he doesn't make the play. But the fact that he's able to avoid blocks, the fact that he's able to shed, this really translates him into having a ton of success. Times when Roquan Smith is trying to avoid blocks, he doesn't use his hands. And this is an example of just that. He's going to avoid the tight end here. And he's going to really just dip his shoulder and get past the tight end, and he gets to the running back and stops him for only a gain of 1 yard. I think Roquan Smith is going to be an absolute difference maker for the Ravens defense based off plays like this. He just does this over and over again. Now, before we get into some of his passing defense, I want to wrap the run defense portion of this video with this final play right here. Roquan Smith does a great job moving in space, moving and navigating traffic that gets generated. If you guys watch this play, he does a fantastic job avoiding blocks. Now, he doesn't actually make the play, or at least he's not the first one that really gets to Deebo Samuel on this jet sweep concept. But he does a great job avoiding blocks. Right at the point of attack, as soon as the right guard gets out of his stance, the right guard has the inside on Roquan. But Roquan's going to do a great job dipping past that right guard. You guys see him right there. Avoid the right guard. Get past him. At the same time, he's going to just continue scraping down the line of scrimmage. And ultimately, there was nowhere for Deebo Samuel to go because you got Roquan Smith coming backside. And of course, on the front side, you see the defensive lineman blows the play up. But these are the types of things that Roquan does, and these are the types of things he's going to bring over to the Ravens. Right? He's great at shooting gaps. He's great at being able to navigate traffic and run through lanes to shut down these jet sweeps and these outside zones and all these different things. Like, the guy is truly special. Alrighty, guys, jumping into this next play, I want to switch over and talk a little bit about Roquan Smith's pass defense. Here he is against the Texans. This is a really nice job for him to not only give Rex Burkhead some space, but to really bait the quarterback into throwing this pass. If Roquan wanted to, he could have been closer to the running back. But if he was closer to the running back, the quarterback may not have thrown this football. He basically baited the quarterback, and he jumped the pass and he intercepted it. This is a really nice job by Roquan Smith to give the running back enough space, but at the same time know exactly how much space he can give so that if he needed to, he can still make the play on the football. This is a really solid job. I think one of the underrated parts with Smith is his pass defense. I think he's pretty good in pass coverage. He's a high processing football player, so he can recognize things quicker than most players. Another part of Roquan's game in pass coverage that I love is his range. The guy has a lot of really good abilities to turn his hips, get out, and shut down certain things. This is a really nice job by Roquan. Trey Lance was going to play action and hit the receiver here on this deep dig route. Roquan's not only going to play the run, but he's going to quickly turn his hips and shut down that pass in the middle of the field. You guys watch this play. You got the play action. Roquan quickly reads it. He quickly flips his hips. And as Lance is looking downfield, he's going to see Roquan jump that and take it away. Lance knows that if he tries throwing this, that he is not going to be able to complete this throw. That's a great job by Roquan to be able to get there and really cover that deep dig route. Really solid job. Let's get into the next rep. As we said, Roquan's a high processor. This is a really nice job as well. He's going to read number 18 coming across the field. He's going to recognize this is a pass, and he's going to take away number 18, who's running a drag route across the middle of the field. And Big Ben looks at potentially throwing it to number 18. And of course, as you guys see, Roquan takes that away. Big man gets out of there and just kind of throws it up. So really nice job by Roquan Smith to be able to see that. Really solid job being able to see it, run with it, and ultimately force the quarterback to throw it somewhere else. Let's get into the next rep. Jumping into this next play, check out Roquan Smith. Does a really good job reading the quarterback's eyes, getting in front of the football, intercepting it, and taking it back. This is a really nice shot by Roquan Smith. Let's break it down from the end zone angle. As the play begins, Roquan does a great job dropping back into his coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes and being able to see the pass, jump up, and take it the distance. So really nice job and a really heads up play by Roquan Smith. Roquan has 7 career interceptions, which is pretty good for a linebacker. And he's done that in obviously a number of ways. I think for the Ravens, he brings a linebacker to the Ravens that could be a long-term solution. He's a guy that's going to make all the other younger players better. Overall, I love the move. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is the first time you're on this channel, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time with another video.